Hello everyone, welcome back to our Power BI channel. So here we are covering visuals under this playlist. So in the previous tutorial guys, we have completed the first line of bars and column charts. I hope guys now you have good understanding about these bar charts and column charts, how and when we need to use these visuals. And now in today's class guys, we will talk about the next visual which name is line chart. So firstly I will give you brief knowledge about this line chart visual. So guys, with the help of this line chart visual, we can easily compare our sales of any measurable value over a short period of time or long period. And if we want to see the past trend, current trend and the future trend in such kind of business requirement guys, we guys can use this line chart visual. For an example, if we want to see the trends of our last sales of the years of the month, quarter and days, that in which year or which month our sales increase or decrease. So to analyze such kind of trends guys, we guys can use this line chart visual. And now let's understand this visual with practical. So let's directly go to the line chart page. And now I will take this line chart from here. And firstly guys, I will expand this visual. And now let's understand about these parameters. So let's talk about this x-axis first. So as I said guys, here we are visualizing the trends of month, year and days. So under x-axis guys, I will take date column here in the data set. So let me expand this sales table and here my date column is order date. So I will simply drag and drop this order date here under x-axis. And once you drag it date column guys here, so here you guys can see Power BI automatically created date hierarchy, which is year, quarter, month and day. And here guys, I am analyzing month-wise sale. So I will keep only month column here and remove other fields like year, quarter and day. So here I have taken only month and I have removed other fields. And let's suppose guys, if you want to analyze the trends of the years, quarters or day, so you guys can take any of the fields here according to your requirement. You guys can select any field or select any other two fields. So it's totally based on your requirement, on what basis you want to analyze the trend. So I want to analyze the trend on the month wise. So that's why here I have taken only month. And now let's talk about this y-axis. And under y-axis guys, I will take measurable value. So here I am taking sales. You guys can take any measurable value. So let me drag and drop this sales column here. And now we can see guys, our graph has ready with month-wise trend. We have two more parameter guys, which is secondary y-axis and legends. But we will talk about it later. So firstly we will understand this graph. So if I hover my mouse here in January guys, we can clearly see our January month sale is 50100. And now let's check our February sales. So here February sales is 27900. So we can clearly see it guys here, our sales has decreased in comparison of January. So this trend line is moving towards downward. And now let's check the March sale. So here March sale is 36200. And here guys, you guys can clearly see it, our sales goes up in our graph curve. And it's moving towards upside this time. And now let's check the sales of April. So our April sale is 56560. And now let's talk about this May. So here guys, here is a tremendous hike on our sales, which is 737800. So I hope guys now you have understood about how this trend line works. So if you wanna check sales of more months, so you guys can also do that. So if I drag my mouse here on June, so again we guys can see our sales got decreased. Because in May month our sales was 737800. So as compared to May month guys, our June sales has decreased. So if we check the sales of July guys, so again we guys can see our sales got increased. So in this way guys, line chart represent the trend of our business. So mostly organization use this line chart in our reports to see the trends of our business. And it's really useful guys for management to make decision making. So I hope guys now you are clear with this line chart visual. And now let's talk about remaining parameters. So guys, here under secondary y-axis, you need to enter measurable value here. so that in a same graph guys we can see the trends of two measurable value like sales, profit together, cost profit, cost quantity and so on. So here guys we have one more column which name is cost. So let's compare the sales with cost. So I will simply drag this column and drop it here. So here you guys can see this dark blue line represent sum of cost and this sky blue line represent sum of sales. So if I hover my mouse here on January guys, so here we guys can see our sum of cost is 76636. So if I hover my mouse in February guys, so here you guys can see our cost has declined in February. And again in March guys, our sales got increased. Earlier it was 28188, but in March guys we have 84876. And in April guys the cost is again declined, which is 31911. So in this way guys we can analyze two measurable value under one graph in line chart visual. And now let's talk about this legend. And this legend guys is exactly same which we have studied in previous chart visual like bar chart and column charts. It's totally up to you guys that on what parameter you want to visualize the things under your graphs. So I am removing this cost column from here, and under legends guys I will drag and drop this product column. So here we guys can see the product wise trend. If I hover my mouse here in month of Jan, so under January guys we have sold bread, butter, cake and milk. And if I hover my mouse here on February, so in February guys we have sold bread, butter and milk. And if I talk about this September guys, so in September guys we have only sold bread. So we can see the trend with product, but this visual is not look good to display the product wise trend. So it's better guys, you guys can use any bar chart or any column chart visual to see the trends of the product wise. So let me remove this product from this legend. So I hope guys now you are clear with this line chart visual. And now let's talk about some formatting part of this visual. So we will discuss some formatting of this visual, and rest thing guys you need to explore yourself. So let me click on this visual first and go to formatting pane. And under x-axis and y-axis guys we have already covered the formatting in the previous videos. So you guys can go and watch that previous videos. So let's talk about this secondary y-axis. So let me quickly add secondary y-axis. So I will go here, and under secondary y-axis guys I will drag and drop this cost column. And now let's go to the formatting pane again. And now guys let me expand this secondary y-axis. So here guys we have range value of minimum and maximum. So from here guys you guys can increase the range of this secondary y-axis line. See guys. So in this way guys you guys can increase minimum or maximum value. And now let's talk about this values. So values is again same guys, and here you guys can see the secondary y-axis values. So from here guys you guys can increase the value of secondary y-axis, and from here guys you can also change the colors. And now let's talk about the next feature. And here guys you can see this sum of cost. If you want to turn off this title, so simply you need to turn off this toggle button. And if you want to make any changes here, so you guys can expand this and make color formatting and other parts. So I hope guys now you are clear with this title formatting part. And now let's talk about some other features of formatting. So legends are the same guys which we have already covered in previous videos. And now let's talk about next formatting feature, which is grid line. If you guys make add on grid line under this visual, so from here guys you guys can add the grid lines. So now let me change the color of the grid line, let's say black. And now you guys can see the grid lines are appear here. So here guys you guys can see the dotted grid lines. Let's suppose if you want to add a solid grid line, so you guys can simply change the style of the grid lines from dotted to solid. And from here guys you guys can increase or decrease the width of your grid lines. So I hope guys now you are clear with this grid line. And now let's talk about the next feature, which is zoom slider. So if you guys wanna add zoom slicer here under this visual, so you simply need to turn on this toggle button. And from here guys you guys can see the zoom slider. So with the help of the zoom slider guys you guys can play with your visuals. And now let's talk about this next feature, which is line. So from here guys, you guys can change your line settings. Let's suppose this time our lines are solid and you want to convert it as dotted. So with the help of this line formatting guys, you guys can change your line style. And from here guys, you guys can also change the colors as well. Let's say this time my sum of cost is blue and it is sky blue. So now let me change the color of both the lines. So I will make it as orange, and this time guys I will take it as yellow. So with the help of this tutorial guys, I have tried to cover mostly formatting part. Rest parts you need to explore yourself about the formatting. So I hope guys you have definitely learned so many things about this line chart visual. So for such kind of learning guys, stay connected with us and kindly support this channel. And if anyone wants to learn free Power BI from scratch, so here we have this free YouTube channel guys, which name is Power BI Full Course by Shubham. And under this 50 tutorials guys, I have explained each and every concept in detail. And if you click on this playlist guys, so you will find separate DAX function playlist where you guys can take detailed knowledge about DAX functions. And I have also tried to cover each and every DAX functions here in detail. And we also have one more playlist which name is updates. So you don't need to go anywhere to see latest update. Just subscribe this channel and you will get updates about latest things of Power BI. And with the help of this visualization playlist guys, I am trying to cover each and every detailed information about the visualization. So stay connected with us and kindly support this channel. And those who are visit first time on this channel, please kindly hit the like and subscribe button. And don't forget to press this bell icon guys, else you will miss an update. And for the job seekers guys, we have this free Telegram group where I keep posting latest Power BI jobs opening, as well as you will also find some latest interview question and answers which recently asked by an interviewer. So you don't need to pay anything to anyone for jobs and trainings. But if you still think you require paid training sessions guys, so I am also providing one-on-one paid training sessions. And from day 1 class guys, I prepare for you interview rounds with corporate scenarios, which frequently uses in corporate while making reports. So you guys can connect me on LinkedIn or Telegram channel. Both the links are given under the description box. You guys can connect me there. Thank you so much guys for your more love and support. Keep learning, keep growing. Thank you so much.